All right, what's going on? Just checked in the hotel. I'm bored. And why not do a live stream? I didn't have time to grab my beanie. So I'm out here. I was like, you know what? I got a poster from one of the campaigns I contributed on that Brett was in right here. I haven't looked at it yet. Just opened the box. It was sent, a few months back, and I've been meaning to open it, and I've been meaning to do it with Brett on the show, but I know I'll forget again. So I took this out. We'll see if anybody comes in. We get a few people. I'll show this poster off. I don't expect too many people here. I usually don't do afternoon shows, but I was super bored, off work, not used to days off. So I figured I'd have a beer and sit down and talk to you guys and see what's going on and talk about, I don't know, the guests we've had on. We had Tom Matthews on recently, and that was great. Vinny Cucurato's building something really cool. There's one of my Doomsday's Krypt favorite people on my table, the Reverend Daniel Cruz. What's going on, Chris Scruggs? What up, fool? Michael Toth, fool king. What's going on, Chris Scruggs? And then we got the Reverend here. I just had a few people pop in. I got this poster I've had sitting in my truck, and it's from a film that Brett's in. And I've had it for a while, so figure why not, I didn't even tell you I was going live. I said, fuck it. Kyle called, gave Kyle a call, told Kyle he could come on in about a couple weeks. We told him we'd sit and talk to him in the crypt. So gonna do that. I don't know, talk about some of these upcoming conventions. March is coming around the corner before I know it. I know I haven't really caught up with Brett. We don't have anybody scheduled, and I know he's been really busy, so I don't know what's going on, if we're going to have a show tonight or not. I'm at the hotel. I don't like doing streams or shows like shows. This is just a random show, but I like to be in my crypt. I like to be in my domain. I don't like to be in the crypt. I like to be in the crypt. It gives me my superpower. It gives me the demon, So, yeah. Hey, what's going on? Oh, let's give, speaking of DK and the Bees Horror Buzz, because we're going to talk about that. We got a great guest coming on. We're going to be planning some giveaways and stuff like that. But I wish Beatrice, because my amazing artist mother, Tony, always supportive, posted a happy birthday to Beatrice last week. Her birthday is today. Also, John Dugan, Grandpa Sawyer, both share the same birthday. So happy birthday, B. Happy birthday, John Dugan, Grandpa Sawyer. I'd love to have CJ or Kane on the show. We're still growing. We're doing that thing. It was like Tom Matthews came on. We got Ken Sago's coming on Monday. We're gonna do a giveaway. Like I'll tell you right now, we're doing a Socrates giveaway, which is his comic book. I don't have it with me, but go to the Sagos company for Ken. His autograph with the comic book and stuff, I think, is like $20 or $30 at the most. You can get like a bundle with a cool poster and a pen. And, Ken autographs everything. Ken's one of the coolest people. If anybody's a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, if the Kincaid character, Ken, that played back in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, 86, I'm a 10-year-old kid, and 87 in Nightmare on Elm Street 4, which I was bummed out. My favorite character got taken out, but he's going to be coming on. He's actually one of the first people I met going on conventions, and my overambitious ideas of doing things in conventions going, what the hell are you doing? Tony, I just mailed out your package today. The medical supplies that Mike sent in that box, and I put your autograph from the governor in there too. I meant to throw a few other things, but I wanted to get it out, so I mailed it. So, of course, I'll send you more stuff down the road. I like your new clock, your Doomsday's Krypt clock. But yeah, we got a poster here. I've been holding this poster around. I think I just want to start using it as a weapon. But I've had this for a little bit. It's a movie Brett Wagner's in called The Evil 3. And I haven't seen the poster. I just literally took it out of the box. It's still folded, so it's going to probably do the slinky. I don't even know if it's the right way. It looks like it's upside down. Yeah, it's upside down. So let's do this. Let's see what it is. I don't even remember if I got an autographed one or anything. Gotta get the whole cast on there, except for swag. Oh, something else was in there. I got something else that fell out. The Evil 3. What happens when Leatherface, Jason, and Michael Myers face off in prison? A little bit of Shawshank, a little bit of horror. So check that out. Hopefully that's coming out soon. I've been looking forward to that one. And let's see what else fell out. I don't even tag CJ. I got to get him on again soon. He's a good dude. Let's see what's up with that. I got an extra. The Exorcist Believer, CJ. I know this dude. I'm guaranteeing he hated it. I think that poster's kick ass though. That's fucking sweet. But I dig it, man. That's cool. I haven't seen The Exorcist Believer yet. I will see it at some point. When, I have no idea. But yeah, that's a nice poster. CJ always puts on good deals. I'm not sure if there's any post-production funds on The Evil 3, but you could check it out on Indiegogo. Just type in The Evil 3. Yeah, I heard Linda makes her her appearance in there, but that's very cool. I just haven't had a chance to see it. I heard like bad things, and I don't like to go off other people's opinions. I've even stated this before. I don't like giving my opinions on movies because my opinions of a movie really doesn't matter. I mean, Mike will tell you he loves some movies that I don't like. I love some things he don't like. And so I hate giving a review. I don't think it's fair to any filmmaker. You know, I'll support any movie. And if I really like it, you'd be like, yeah, I enjoyed it. But I'll always support, you know. If I don't have something nice to say, I'm not going to say it at all. And I mean, I got a lot of not nice things to say. So unfortunately, to do this show, I just can't say it at all. I'm just kidding. I even enjoyed Nefarious last night. Had shitty reviews. Yeah, you like some movies that it's like everybody else hated, but you find something to love about it, and then you hate some movies, or you're not a fan of movies that, you know. But that's what's great about movies. That's what's great about so much different stuff. What's going on? Thomas Bruce. Talking to Thomas Bruce yesterday. He was doing those VHS boxes. Did all the lettering for the Doomsday's Krypt shirts and a lot of the stuff you see on the graphic designs. Thomas Bruce and his son Jordan also helped out at Scarefest this year. Thomas helped out last year. We had a blast. I'm sure he'll be down at Scarefest this year. I'd love to see a lot of my friends come down there because that's going to be that's a great show. I'm only booked at 4 this year, and I'm excited for each one. Chicago at Days of the Dead. And she'll be coming on, and it was great being on her show discussing. I can't remember the movie we discussed. It wasn't. I liked it more than she did. I thought it had some interesting qualities. But Summer Flynn, she also had Brett on. She's the voice of Days of the Dead, so I'm excited for that show. Ann Myrna, Acrostar. I figure I'm just going with a small table. She can come sit with me. I'm just going by myself. Promote Acrostar Films out there and promote the online shop, which is coming. It is coming. I got to get my ass in gear on it, but it's got to get launched probably at Days of the Dead or right after or right before in the physical shop. So there's quite a few things. It's just you get busy in life, and I've been trying to do more shows. I've been having like work's been good, but a lot of things have been happening. You know, my friends know where, you know, I had some concerns, some worries for some of the people that would, and luckily that's kind of worked out. So it's kind of nose to the grindstone. I finally mailed some stuff out, and we're rolling out these shows. We got Troy O'Leek. I was just speaking with Jimmy Presley. Anybody who's in the indie community knows Jimmy. Reached out to me. Troy O'Leek. We're scheduling him. He'll be on next week. We got DK and the Bees Horror Buzz with Ken Sagos Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is going to be a good one. And like I said, Ken's one of those guys who probably really the first I could say celebrity that I talked to and had and became friends with. So, I have a lot of history with Ken, a lot of love for Ken. It was back when it was Doomsday Kingdom Army and not Doomsday's Krypt, and I switched right before, and that was at my first KC Crypticon. So it's yeah, I'm excited to see Ken and talk to him, and then I'll be seeing him in Chicago. So the Nightmare on Elm Street 3 cast, Hellraiser cast at Chicago. Um, and I got to meet Doug Bradley, if anybody saw it, Scarefest, but to have the whole cast there, Simon Bamford, Butterball, I've spoken with him. I talked to him about coming on the show, so maybe we can set up, maybe I'll get lucky and I could set something out and get the Hellraiser cast on. That would be like, Halloween's my favorite, well, the original, there's movies I can give or take, but Hellraiser, especially 1 and 2, I just love those movies. They were so badass as a kid. I had everything a 12-year-old kid would want in a movie, in a horror movie. Had blood, had gore, had, beautiful women. It just hit every point that an 80s kid would need. So yeah. Well, Hellraiser 3 I didn't love as much as 1 and 2, but I do love Hellraiser 3. And I think it's more the look in Hellraiser 3. The pins, I like the pins and the look of Pinhead in 1 and 2 the best. Now 3 has that iconic scene, which is cool. But Hellraiser, I love Bloodlines too. I think Amazon's got it on now, and even some of the other ones. I can deal with the other ones. Yeah, the CD Cenobite was cool in part 3. I mean, I like part 3. Johnny, I'm back. I'm guessing Johnny is my sister because my sister calls me Johnny. But I don't know. I'd love to have Doug on. Would he do it? I don't know. But having the Hellraiser cast, like I was kind of, I start talking and I forget where the subject actually went. With Michael McGlynn last night, we're talking about Beverly Randolph, and awesome lady. And I met her and I was talking about the poster or the thing that Mike drew, the Return of the Living Dead. I was talking about Tom Matthews not signing it. So yeah, I lose focus sometimes. It's one of my things. I definitely have a little ADHD, I guess. In my own way, I'll start thinking about some cool things, and there's all these cool things that come to mind. So focus is a little different. What's going on? Hey, I'm doing well. What's up, Cal? But yeah, I would absolutely love to have the Hellraiser cast on. That would be so cool. Like I said, it's one of my favorite franchises. I don't think it's underrated, but I think people know it, but I don't think people have watched it, like they did before. I think it's even better now watching it than even back in the day. The claymation was really cool and unique in the movie. Now, it doesn't stand up now in part 2, but overall, it's still cool. Just the idea, the concept, and the look, and the chains, and I'll tell you one thing right now. Even Doomsday's Krypt, like we've talked about a comic, and I want to get to work on that. Hellraiser is definitely an influence on like the vibe I always think of. Like if I'm thinking a horror movie, I'm not thinking Jason or Michael Myers when I'm thinking of like the demon. I'm thinking more of a Hellraiser type character, if that makes any sense. Even in the Nameless picture I showed that Mike did, it was the 3-eyed demon chain and Pinhead, and you got the cube. So yeah, I've seen them all too, and on all of them, some are better than others for sure. But when you understand that, the story itself can be pretty cool. Yeah, Hellraiser's great. I think even the sequels get a lot of bad reputation. It was kind of like, oh, Hellraiser 4 in space. I like the one in space. I love the timeline. I loved how they went from generation in the start. I don't know. Hellraiser 4 was something I liked. I like Hellraiser 4 more than 3. Like Hellraiser 1 and 2 are my top 2. I do like 3. I mean, it's 1, 2, 4, 3. And I'm sorry. I know some people hate part 4, but I just loved it at the time. The opening scene, the dinner scene, and the making of the box. I love the family bloodline that went to it. So yeah. Yeah. Well, I even liked the last one before the remake, and I liked the remake too. It was fine. It didn't blow me away. It didn't grasp me like the original two. I mean, they wouldn't be what it was. But even the 2018 one, I kind of liked that one. Didn't have Doug Bradley. I don't know. I like that one. I thought the dude who played Pinhead did decent. Yeah, I mean, nobody can ever replace Doug Bradley. It's like replacing Freddy. You just can't. But sometimes, just like Robert Englund, I couldn't see him playing Freddy anymore. You're older. That's a physical role. So how do we do Freddy? How do we get more Elm Street films? Do we want to remake it and remake the look of Freddy, or we want to keep it the same? Because I've seen a lot of cosplayers that physically can do a lot of this stuff. I mean, you get the Freddy voice. I'd rather see Robert Englund doing the voice, kind of like, overdubbed in a movie, and let him bring on the character of Freddy, and somebody else doing the physical version. And maybe you could do a few scenes in makeup, but not at the grind and the time in the chair. At his age, he don't want to be doing that. I don't fucking blame him. I wouldn't want to do it if I was him. I think he could do some close-up scenes, but for a lot of it, I mean, why put him through it? I'd rather let him do what he can to do Freddy, and make it work so he could do it another time, or at least have a chance to do it. The dude's in his 70s. Yeah, can he do it? Yeah, but I don't want to see him killing himself doing the role either. I want him to come back and enjoy it, and I think there's ways to do it. Ronnie Wilkes, I hope to see you in KC, my friend. I'll be there. Let's see. Brett, I think, got announced there. You got Tommy Jarvis, Tom Matthews. You got CJ Graham. You got some H6 cast members going. I'm excited for that. Kansas City should be a good one. I'm taking my guys. It's going to be fun. I might be having some special guests sitting at my table with me for that event. His wedding's right around there. I just want to confirm it with everybody and everything. It's kind of a wedding gift to a dear friend of mine that I think would be really cool to sit at the table with me at Kansas City with me and my guys, and bring a Doomsday's Krypt area as always to that event. That's gonna hit that next level. We had Beatrice sitting with us last year. Maybe I got something up my sleeve this year. You never know. You never know what we're gonna do. Oh, Clive Barker's going to be at Chicago. I can't believe I haven't been mentioning that more. Clive fucking Barker, man. Fucking legend. I mean, John Carpenter, but right up there, man, for me. Right up there. So, yeah, I'm excited for Chicago just for that. And it's kind of cool. I'm going to have a small table because I'm roaming around. It's going to be set up like I have in the Krypt. We're going to do a cool area. We're going to make sure it pops. We're going to keep it somewhat organized. We're going to have some of those black light skateboard decks that Mike's doing. We're going to do a few more cardboard cutouts. What else are we going to bring? I don't know. We're just going to bring some cool. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be bringing Freddy stuff since Ken's going to be there with the Nightmare on Elm Street 3 cast. Heather Langenkamp's going to be there. Miko Hughes and a lot of the Pet Cemetery cast. And I met, and this is at Chicago. So, I'd seen Heather last year in Denver. She was practically a neighbor, and it was cool. And I was all shy because she's one of my favorites. Like, she's a scream queen. Her and Danielle Harris are my top two. So, getting to sit right by her, and I guess hearing that she loved the three-eyed demon bust that Josh Lucas did and all the talent on the table. She was talking about the Pet Cemetery reunion. That'd be great since her and Miko were in New Nightmare and her husband was involved in Pet Cemetery. And to see it happening at Chicago, I think is pretty cool. I'm excited for that. And, of course, to see Ken, and I don't think any of the other Part 3 cast members. So I'm excited to meet them. I've met, met and talked to a few of the 4 and 5 characters, but not 3. Danielle is awesome, and as much as people don't like Rob Zombie's Halloween, I'll say it right now. Scout Taylor Compton is one of the coolest people ever. I'm a huge fan. After meeting her and stuff, and she's one of those people. She's very attractive woman on screen, but off screen she's like a wow on top. But she's so cool. She's so nice. If you ever go to a convention, and it's usually her and Danielle, both of them are amazing. But I've met Scout several times. That Scarefest was the first time actually talking and meeting Danielle. It was great because we brought over stuff. They were blown away by Vinny Cucurato's work and Daniel Cruz masks and Jesse Aaron's masks he did. Like all you guys, like they were blown away. Like everybody's like, oh my God, this is cool, and loved you guys' work. Very, very cool. But I've met Scout a few times and talked to her. I've posted pictures in the past. If you ever get a chance, meet her. You will become a Halloween, an 07 Halloween fan just because you'll like her so much after you meet her. I haven't met Eli Roth yet. I have not. No. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I appreciate that. And I appreciate you tuning in for the next show. Bruce makes games. Well, hey man, what is going on? Like I said, I want to pop in, catch up with you guys, show off that poster. Let's take a look at this poster again. The Evil 3. Maybe I'll get the swag to sign it. Hang it up behind them at a table, or we'll put it on. Gotta get CJ back on, see what's going on. I'll be like, hey, CJ, why are we dragging Knuckles on this? I want to watch this damn film. I'm calling you out, sir. I'm just kidding. I know CJ's working hard on it. And he's working hard on his film festival, and we're all excited to see The Evil 3. Yeah, I dig it too. I dig it. Yeah, I am. CJ's a good dude. So I'm Brett being in it. Yeah. See what goes on with that. It's a good idea. Let's see what it looks like on screen. I'm excited to see what he's got in store. Is Brett here? I don't even know. Is Brett here? Oh, well, Brett, if you're here, what is going on, man? But yeah, we're hoping to get more and more guests. I mean, it was really cool having Tom, and there's other people we want to get on that I'm pretty sure we can get on. Hellraiser would be great. Yeah, I got a few people that would be dream guests. It's Scarefest announcing Dick Warlock. I can't wait. And before I started having everybody sign things, I met Tom Morgan before. I don't think I had him sign my bus. So I'm hoping to see him at an upcoming event, because he was really cool too. So in Halloween 6 cast at an upcoming event, there's a lot of names going on those busts. Like I was telling Michael McGlynn last night, I was going to retire him, and then all these Halloween alumni that I haven't had a chance to meet. Hopefully there's enough room for them to all sign. Oh, hey, yeah. You gotta StreamYard, you gotta click that link, Leah. Leah's dad was on, Paul Haley, Bubbles, Killer Clown, musician. I gotta catch up with you guys soon. I hope you and your dad are doing well. I still gotta get your friend's band on. I remember the last time we talked, they were busy doing something. They were on the road or something. So if they still want to come on, just let me know. We'll get them scheduled when they got time, and we'll go from there. But you have a great day too. I'm not going to stay on too much longer. I didn't even expect to do 20 minutes. I'm probably going to sit back, relax. Maybe actually it's a nice day. I might actually get out before I sit in the hotel and become a couch potato. But yeah, Brett, get a hold of me if you want to do a show tonight or tomorrow. I know we discussed some things, but yeah, just hit me up and let me know. Guys, I know it was an afternoon stream. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for all the support. Love you guys. We got some cool plans going on. We got some cool stuff coming in the future. So stay tuned. 2024, baby. Fucking stoked. See you guys soon. Thanks. Peace.